So today I was riding this bike. This is the first time I rode this bike. I made a video, so stay tuned. But as I was riding all day today, I was just watching on Instagram as races were getting postponed, canceled, maybe there would be no fans in attendance. And then finally, when was it? 34 minutes ago, Supercross Live, Feld, whoever is in charge of this decision making, announced that the Supercross this weekend in Indianapolis, that's where it's at, right? Yep, is canceled. So I guess it was the governor that was following suit with other states like Washington, where any gathering over 250 people is canceled because of coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. So that affected the Supercross this weekend. So obviously I won't have a recap, I guess. I think this is the right thing to do. I know there's a lot of people out there that are saying that this is no worse than the flu, but that doesn't matter, because if it's no worse for the flu for somebody like me, a young person, there's a bunch of people out there that are elderly, their death rate is like 20% or something insane. The flu is like 0.5% or something like that, mortality rate. And with this coronavirus, for everybody, the mortality rate is actually around 6%. So you can't do deaths divided by total cases. That's not how this works. You gotta see how many people have recovered, and you gotta add that number to the amount of people that have died. And that gives you the total number of concluded cases of coronavirus. Either you recovered or you died. You can't use the people that currently have the virus because we don't know what their outcome will be. So using those numbers, you do the deaths divided by the total amount recovered and the total that have died, and it comes up to about 6%. This means that this virus is much more deadly than the flu. So for all the people saying that it's just the flu, all this, you can't say that. So I think this is the right thing to do. And then I've also heard people saying like, it should be up to the fans, it should be up to the people going if they want to take the risk or not. But you can't really do that either, because if you get infected, your chances of infecting somebody else are pretty much 100%. And just because you're okay with maybe getting it, that doesn't mean that anybody you come in contact with after you get it is okay with getting it. So personally, I think this is the right thing to do, but I think there's some options to consider. I saw Brian Deegan on one of the posts say, come to Freestone, and that got me thinking that there could be something pretty cool that they could decide to do instead of holding it at these stadiums. I think that tracks, if they have the capability of building a Supercross track, if they have the dirt, obviously Dirtworks could come in still and build the track. I think there's so many opportunities to have Supercrosses at local tracks or at nationals. It doesn't matter, just at an outdoor track. We've seen, obviously, Thunder Valley, when was that, 2008 and 2009 or something like that, here in Colorado. You can get huge lights to light up any track. That's not a problem. They can bring in I can't remember what that company was called, to set up these huge lights at wherever. It doesn't matter. Film it the same way that they film outdoors. Put a person on a man lift around the track and just film it. Have it where only teams can show up and still broadcast it on Saturday night. I think that would be one of the coolest options that they could do, because I don't think anybody wants this Supercross season to end now. I definitely don't, because all those 450 privateer dudes that are gonna be my main competition at nationals are gonna have more time to test for outdoors, and I don't want that. I don't know how it works with these stadiums. I don't know if having the races with no fans would be a viable option, because I don't know how the payment works, if they've already paid for it or not, if they would get their money back. That is expensive to rent out an entire stadium, an entire football, baseball, whatever stadium for a weekend, to have no fans to help pay for that. So I thought holding it at local tracks, at outdoor tracks, whatever, that have an area capable of building a real Supercross track, I thought that would be a pretty cool option. Today's been crazy. I didn't even think I was gonna make this video today. Seeing Instagram just go crazy, I'm making this video today. Let me know what you guys think about that idea, holding it at like local outdoor tracks, whatever. One thing is they might have to be all kind of in the same area because I'm sure riders are not gonna wanna fly during this time to have the risk of getting infected. Not all of them can take private planes, and I don't know if they would wanna drive all the way across the country, so it might have to be all in kind of one same area, but I just think that would be a pretty sweet option, and I wanna know what you guys have to think about it. If you have any other options for what they could do, leave it in the comments below. Maybe Feld will see this video and reconsider. Probably not. Stay on the lookout of me riding this bad boy for the first time. I had a lot of fun today. I haven't ridden in like 5 months. Well, I broke in bikes yesterday, but that doesn't count. Anyways, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't pick your nose. Don't do what I just did. I'll see you in my next video. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't have a recap to make this Saturday. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Bye.